Hi, welcome to my channel, Yoda Yoga. My name is Jen, and I am so happy to have you here today. So we will move through about 10 to 15 minutes of postures here. I always suggest a mat, 2 blocks, a blanket or 2, maybe a bolster if you have one. I know this is something not everybody has. If you don't have blocks, books are a great substitution. If you don't have a yoga blanket specifically, I love beach blankets. They're generally nice and thick and they work as a great substitution. And if you don't have a bolster, grab a couple of blankets, or if your couch cushions come off, grab the backside cushion, because that's always a really great option as well. Bolsters are just a little bit sturdier than bed pillows, but if you have bed pillows and that's what you have, get a few of them, maybe 4 or 5 of them. So, coming to face the front of your mat, coming into Tadasana. The feet are rooted firmly into the mat. Lift the knees, engage the thighs, shrug the shoulders up to the ears and roll them down the back. Maybe the eyes are closed, the palms shine towards the front of your mat. Settling in here, taking in your surroundings, and taking a few cycles of breath here, maybe 3 or 4. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the nose. Holding in the belly. On your next inhale, sweep the arms up overhead. Fingertips to touch, eyes should be open if you had them closed before. On your exhale, forward fold. Taking a few moments in your forward fold, maybe you grab opposite elbows here, starting to allow for the head to drop, the neck to go long. Maybe you sway a little side to side, releasing any tension that you may be feeling in that low back. Release the elbows, and on your next inhale, slowly come to rise. Arms overhead, fingertips to touch. Exhale, forward fold. Palms come down to the mat. Step your feet back, coming into a downward facing dog. Finding some softness by taking a slight bend in the knees, dropping the head once again, elongating the neck. Maybe you pedal out the feet, the heels may or may not meet the mat. Coming to stillness at center, bend deeply in the knees, bring the belly to the tops of the thighs. Take 2 or 3 cycles of breath here. On your next inhale, slowly roll your way out to plank. Taking knees if needed. Inhale in your plank. And on your exhale, bend the elbows and slowly bring your way all the way down to the mat. The tops of the feet come to the mat. The hands are in line with the chest. On an inhale, lift the head, the neck, and the shoulders. Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Tops of the feet stay on the mat. Exhale, downward dog. On your next inhale, bring that right foot off the mat, right leg comes up behind you. Move slowly and with intention. Exhale, step that right foot between the hands, root down that left foot at a slight angle. Sweep the arms overhead, warrior 1. To square off the hips here, they should be facing the front of your mat. Maybe you bring the hands to the hips. Maybe that right foot comes out to the side a little bit, helping to square off the hips. Bring the hands back up overhead. 1 more inhale. Exhale, hands come back to the mat. Step back with that right foot coming back to downward facing dog. Pedaling out the feet, keeping the knees soft. Coming to stillness. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale that left leg behind you. Exhale. Exhale, step that left foot between the hands. If you need, place that left hand behind the calf, bringing that left foot up. Root that right foot down at a slight angle. Sweep the arms up overhead. Again, we square the hips to the front of the mat, placing the hands on the hips if needed. Bring those arms back up overhead. One more inhale. Exhale, release the hands back to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, lower. Inhale, baby cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale that right leg high. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. This time, as you root down that right foot, right toes point towards the outer edge of your mat. Open the arms, coming into a warrior two. In your warrior two, the arms are parallel. The gaze is out over the right fingertips. That outer edge of the left foot is rooted firmly into the mat. Flip that front palm, paint the sky, tip back, peaceful warrior. Come back through warrior two. Bend in that right elbow, bringing the right elbow down onto the right knee, sending those left fingertips to point towards the sky, coming into a side angle. Now, if you would like a little bit more of a challenge, that right arm can straighten. Maybe that right arm lifts in either direction. Maybe that left arm comes over the left ear. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands back down to the earth. Step back with that right foot coming into a plank this time. Inhale in your plank. On your exhale, lower either halfway or all the way to the mat. Chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. In upward facing dog, the tops of the feet are on the mat. The knees and legs are lifted and strong. Exhale, downward dog. Begin to walk the feet to meet the hands at the front of the mat. Forward fold. Inhale, bring the fingertips to the shins, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Arms come up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. I am going to turn around, or I'm going to have my back to you in a moment. Begin to walk the hands back out towards the front of the mat, coming into a downward facing dog. Inhale that left leg high. Exhale, left foot comes between the hands. Root that right foot down. Open the arms. Warrior two. Flip that front palm. Sweep back. Peaceful warrior. Come back through warrior two. Bend at that left elbow, bringing it down onto the left knee. Right fingertips reaching for the sky. Maybe straightening that left arm. Maybe bringing both arms as if you were holding a big beach ball. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands back down. Step back into plank. Inhale here. Exhale to lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, baby cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Bring the knees down as wide as your mat and sit the hips back, coming into a child's pose. Taking a moment here to reset. taking 3 or 4 cycles of breath here. We've brought up the heart rate. Maybe you're breathing a little heavy. I can feel it in how I speak. It becomes a little bit more difficult as I move through these postures. On your next inhale, roll your way up, coming into a tabletop. And start to circle the hips in one direction. And then the other. Feeling a gentle stretch here. Coming back to some stillness. Maybe take a couple of cat-cows here. Inhaling, dropping the belly, gazing towards the sky for cow. Exhaling, pushing into the mat, rounding the spine, tucking the tailbone for cat. Taking this at your own pace, moving through a few cycles here. And when you are done, walking hands back to meet the knees and coming into a comfortable seat. I am choosing to sit on a blanket here. Because we are only moving for a few minutes, you can continue to do as many rounds of any of those postures that you would like, whatever is working for you within your time frame. As you are completing this sequence, maybe you take a Shavasana for a few minutes and come to seated when you are done. Bring the palms together at heart center. Allow the thumbs to help sit you up a little taller. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Maybe you close the eyes. Sigh it out of the mouth. Sealing off our time together by placing the thumbs on the forehead. I thank you for joining me today. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.